What's up, fans and gamers alike? This is Josh Rockstark, and welcome to the sophomore episode of Slanted and Biased, my review series that comes out every Monday. The last episode of Slanted and Biased, we took a look at Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled, which is a game that I hold very, very dearly, and I definitely hope you guys go and check that out if you haven't. And don't forget that if you like the content, please take the time to subscribe, hit the bell, so that way you can keep up with every single episode that I release and other content that I do release during the week, so be sure to subscribe. But let's get into the next game we are going to talk about, and that game is PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, a game that I feel like had so much potential, but it just wasn't quite the game we were hoping for a number of reasons that we're going to talk about in this review. I also feel like this game also didn't get a fair shake when it first came out, and I think a lot of comparisons to Smash Bros put this game down. But as time has gone on, and going on places like Twitter and on YouTube, other people are talking about this game, and with the recent leaks that maybe there might be another one of these coming out for the PS5, I thought I'd take the time to go back and do a retrospective and give it my official seal of approval or disapproval, depending on how this review goes. So first and foremost, I want to talk about the roster, because that's the most important part of the game. And the roster is comprised of 20 characters and 4 DLC characters. We got a pretty awesome roster of characters that not only includes Sony staple characters, but also some cool third-party entries in the series. Let me tell you, being able to play a Smash Bros style kind of game, but now playing it with your favorite Sony characters is a treat. You get to play as characters like Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. You get to play as other characters like Raiden, Nariko, Sackboy, Big Daddy, Dante, Cole. Just so many really good characters were added to this game. However, when you're talking about the PlayStation universe, there are certainly a lot of characters that were left on the cutting room floor for various reasons. This includes staples like Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, Cloud, Snake, and more characters that could have been added to this game and are deeply woven into the fabric of the PlayStation universe. In terms of the gameplay, it's a lot like Smash Bros, and it isn't in a lot of ways. Instead of trying to knock your opponent off the stage, the way to win is to hit as many fighters with your supers, either given within a time limit or your life limit. The super system is a very divisive part of the game. Some people like it, other people don't, and there's a very good argument for both sides. The super system requires you to hit your opponent, gain AP, which will give you either a super that is level 1, level 2, or level 3. Level 3 being like practically guaranteed kills, and level 1 sort of being your de facto kill one guy, maybe 2 if you get lucky kind of super. Level 2s are usually in the middle, where you can clear a board all at once, but not as strong as the way you can clear the board with level 3. And within the gameplay, you have 3 buttons that give you attacks, and each button gives you a range of 4 attacks, so you have 12 attacks at your disposal, along with a throw and a block. Playing with your friends and playing 4 people is the optimum way to play this game, because it is a blast when there's 4 players on screen fighting each other and going at it with characters like Kratos, Nariko, Dante. It's just a blast to be able to play these characters and watch them fight against each other. However, when it comes to the way to win this game, hitting supers, it doesn't translate quite as well when you're going one-on-one. Oftentimes when you're fighting one-on-one, it comes down to whether you land the super, and sometimes if 2 skilled opponents are going at it, matches can take forever. I've seen matches where they've gone 15 minutes to half an hour time just because they're matching each other tit for tat and they cannot land a super. When you do use your super and you don't hit anybody, you kind of feel this sense of you've lost all the work that you've put in trying to gather this super, and then now you've got to start at the bottom. Momentum in this game shifts a lot, and you never feel like you're completely in control. It's all like hit, get AP, and if you don't land the super, you're at square one again, and that's not a great feeling. Overall, I do like the super system personally, but I would have preferred a Smash Bros style game, because I do like the mechanics in Smash, and if they were gonna make a Smash style game, they should have just bit the bullet and copied it outright. I'd rather be knocking people off the stage. And speaking of stages, the stages in this game are well thought out and very creative. They are awesome. Most of the stages in this game will incorporate two different games, and they interact with each other in various ways. For example, one of my favorite stages in the game, Hades, where you start off at Hades' boss fight, and then halfway through the stage the Patapon come into the stage and start to be a stage hazard. You get these cool mix-ups this way, and that also translates to the music in the game, which has also been remixed and put together. You start off with Killzone's music mixed with Ape Escape's music, and you get Uncharted mixed with Bioshock Infinite's music, and you get these lovely compositions that are just absolutely fantastic. Now, in terms of what you'll be doing in PlayStation All-Stars, it has your standard versus mode where you get to play with your friends and pick AI opponents, stages, just to play and have fun. The other mode you'll be playing is the arcade mode, which has you going through a number of stages leading up to your rival fight. Yes, every person in this game has a rival, a unique rival, and you will go to the second last round to fight your rival, and you'll have an amazing cutscene that has a interaction between the two, and a lot of them are really funny, a lot of them are really cool. I think they did a fantastic job with this as well. And then you will fight the final boss, so to speak, the master hand of the game, and that is the Polygon Man. I believe that this character is perfect for the role. I think that was such a good choice, especially considering Polygon Man's backstory. For those who don't know, he was going to be the PlayStation mascot, and they abandoned him before the launch of the PlayStation. So him coming back in this way is really fitting. Unfortunately, the boss fight is not that great, all things considered. But I do appreciate that they brought this character, and the thought that was put into the backstory was very well done. Overall, arcade mode is solid, and I really love it. And then once you've really trained up, you can head into the online mode, and oh yeah, I forgot about that. Unfortunately, the online servers have been shut down as of making this video, particularly January 2019, which is sad because it strips such a crucial component out of the game. So now you can only play the game offline by yourself or with friends, and that really sucks. Last thing I want to talk about is the customization for the characters and your profile. As you play the game and rank up each character, you will unlock certain things like taunts, or you'll unlock new character intros and outros. These are all cool unlocks, but the best of them is the costumes, in which some of them can be purchased from the PlayStation Store, and other ones that can be unlocked just by ranking up your character. And it's nice to know that you can keep playing this game to get new stuff and keep unlocking new things as you play each character. Overall, it's unfortunate the way this game turned out, but I still feel like it's very enjoyable, and that's the rating that I'm going to give this game. I'm really hoping this game does get a sequel, because this version of the game is missing a whole mode now. It's got its flaws, but underneath it all, the now defunct Superbot Entertainment made a pretty decent game that I really enjoyed back in the day. Popping it in for this review to play it again, I still enjoy aspects of it, I just wish that we and hope that we do get a sequel in the future that will iron out a lot of the things that are flawed, beef up the roster of fighters, and beef up the gameplay. And let's take another stab at this. I think you guys can agree with me when I say that you guys are looking forward to PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale 2. Thank you guys so much for another episode of Slanted and Biased. If you like this one, please drop a like and tell me which games you want me to play on this review series. We're in episode 2, and I'm always gonna listen to you guys if you guys recommend me something that I want to play. And be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Slanted and Biased reviews. My name is Josh Rockstark, and peace out.